Welcome, basketball fans, to the Civic Arena and tonight's Class AA basketball game between two District 1 opponents, Watertown and the visiting Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders. I'm JT Phi with the Public Opinion, and you're watching this game on POTV. You might be watching it on your computer, or you could be watching it on your cell phone or tablet. Those options are available to you. Our sponsors for tonight's game are the Cowboy Country Store number 3 of Watertown, Roy's Sports Shop of Watertown, Vast Communications and Broadband, Flatlands Production, The Public Opinion, PO Printing and Graphics, the place where you can get anything printed, and the Public Opinion's family of apps. Those are Watertown Weather Watch, Glacial Lakes Outdoors, PO Mobile, PO TV, and Watertown Now. Should be a good game tonight. Watertown comes in with a 9-2 record, and Roosevelt is 7-5, but the Riders are on a 4-game win streak. They have defeated in succession, can't say that tonight, Harrisburg 55-49 in overtime, Sioux Falls Lincoln 46-37, and the two Rapid City public high schools, Rapid City Stevens, they nipped the Raiders 47-46 and also defeated the Central Cobblers last Saturday 64-50. So they've improved their record here greatly in the last couple weeks, picking up 4 consecutive wins. Our referees for tonight, have to get my trusty program out. The officials are Jeff Schroeder, John Garrow, and Jason Kono. We've got about a minute here before we have the pregame activities, and then we'll tip it off. Should be a good contest. As I said, Watertown, even though they suffered their second loss last week, they're still the number 1 rated team in Class AA, but Brian Norberg, of course, says that they're not that much better than anybody else, and I'd have to agree with them. Brian said tonight the Arrows return home to the Civic Arena after a 2-game road trip down south. The Arrows lost to a solid Sioux Falls, Washington team on Thursday, then bounced back with a good win at Harrisburg. Both games proved to help with the progress of this basketball team in a number of ways. Roosevelt brings in another deep and talented team in tonight's contest, led by a strong athletic front line that is killing teams on the glass. The Arrows will have to find a way to defend and rebound against a very versatile and well-coached team. The Riders, by the way, are coached by Darius Buss. And we're going to have our national anthem here in a second or two. So I'm just going to be quiet, and you can listen to the Watertown High School Band. Excuse me, they have a choir group out there, as they frequently do for these games, that will mix chorus ensemble, of course directed by Burdell Yager, who does a heck of a job here in Watertown. But here is the national anthem. First introductions tonight will be of the Watertown cheerleaders, I believe. And they are Anna Brosder, Lakin Dahl, Kennedy Fox, Madison Noldner, Kirby Routh, Becca Weiss, and the coach is Mallory Hoffman.
Kennedy Fox, Madison Noldner, Kirby Routh, and Becca Weiss. Watertown cheer coach is Mallory Hoffman. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First of all, for the Rough Riders of Sioux Falls, Roosevelt. Starting at guard, the 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Krista Wana. And guard, the 6'1" junior, number 4, Alex Fegan. At forward, the 6'4" senior, number 23, Barbara Sharif. At forward, the 6'6" senior, number 30, Tristan Techmeyer. And at forward, the 6'5" senior, number 32, Tyler Van Wurst. Assistant coaches are Coach Pregame, Kennard Johnson, and Mike Hinman. And head coach of the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders is Darius Buss.
Now for the Arrows starting lineup.
Let's meet the Arrows starting lineup. Starting at guard, a 6' senior, number 4, Nate Davis. At guard, a 6' junior, number 14, Alex Gower. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 20, Bailey Vansickle. At forward, 6'4", the junior, number 40, Brent Schulte. And at forward, a 6'5", junior, number 52, Spencer Wagey.
Same Arrow lineup as usual with Davis, Gower, and Van Sickle in the guards position and Schulte and Wagey playing underneath. One of the players to look for Roosevelt is Tristan Teichmeyer. He's a 6'6" senior, and he's joined around the glass by 6'5" senior Tyler Van Vorst and 6'4" senior number 23 Omar Sharif. Those three players are all seniors, have experience. They've got good size and strength, and that's what Coach Norberg was referring to when he said that the Rough Riders have been clearing the glass from a lot of people. So that'll be a challenge for the Arrows. Well, here we go. Schulte jumping against, I believe, Techmeyer. Yes, it was. Alex Fegan with the ball. Gives it to Sharif. Arrows playing their typical man-to-man. 32 is Van Vorst. Back out Fegan. They're going to reset the offense. He drives the left side. Dishes. Long shot by, I believe that was Techmeyer. Yes, three-pointer right off the get-go. Shows he can play the whole half court, not just around the basket. So the Arrows will try to figure it out here. Roosevelt also, they're playing man-to-man too. It's kind of a sagging man. Gower with the ball. Davis. O'Gorman's done a good job of stymieing the Arrows. Davis going to pull up, shoot it, no good. Rebound to Van Vorst. Bana, that's how it was pronounced to me. Bana, Christoph Bana. Anyway, Van Vorst inside. Throws it away though, but recovered by Techmeyer. Back out to Fegan. 10 seconds to go on the shooting clock. Techmeyer going to make a move, puts it up, short. Rebounded by Davis, I should say grabbed by Davis. Roosevelt up by 3. We're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Van Sickle out, gives it to Schulte. Drives the left wing, stops. Gives it back to Davis. He's going to try to make a move. Fakes, pulls in, pulls out. Kicks it to Wagey on the side. He misses everything, but Gower runs the ball down. Davis with a pump fake, drives, Pulls it up, shoots, no good. Arrows are 0 for 3 so far. Roosevelt with a rebound. It was Fegan to Teichmeyer to Van Voorst underneath. Sharif, right wing. Gives it to Sharif. Teichmeyer. Shot, no good. That's by number 3, Christoph Bana. Good feed by Gower inside, but Wagey misses it. Good chance for the Arrows to get on the board, and Spencer Wagey missed that one pretty badly, really. He was on the right side of the basket. He's a left-hander. 3-0, 3 minutes to go here, or 3 minutes gone. Roosevelt, Sharif drives in. He's blocked by Bailey Van Sickle, I believe, and the Arrows control. Got about 3.5 minutes gone. Gower, nice pass again to Van Sickle, and he wasn't ready for it, I don't believe. Puts up a weak shot, doesn't make it, and gets fouled. That was Wagey. Van Voorst draws his foul. Wagey will shoot 2. Spencer, left-hander, puts the first one up, no good. So 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. We've had 1 3-pointer. First shot of the game by Tristan Teichmeyer, and it went right in. Neither team scored since. Second shot by Wagey is also short. Couple substitutions for the Arrows. Into Van Voorst, spins, puts up, and gets it. 5-0 Roosevelt. Davis, Gower, Marcus Heglin's in, and Landon Paul's in. Gets it into Heglin. He turns around, puts it up, no good. Arrows must be about 0 for 6 right now. Not getting shots, uncontested shots underneath that I think they've kind of been used to. Van Voorst, no, that's Teichmeyer underneath. Sharif gives it back to Teichmeyer. We got a foul on one of the Arrows. That's on Heglin. Both teams with 1 foul, and Watertown's going to call timeout. For quality sporting goods and athletic supplies, why not visit Roy's Sports Shop? Roy's has what you need and will provide the personal advice that you won't find at other locations. For all your sporting good equipment needs, make sure you stop at Roy's Sports Shop, located at 1513 9th Avenue on East Highway 212 in Watertown. That's 1513 9th Avenue Southeast, or of course Highway 212. Okay, both teams are back on the court. Roosevelt's going to inbound it here. They have a 5-0 lead. Teichmeyer's got it. Gives it to Fegan. Thune is in now. That's Jeff Thune. Roosevelt taking their time. Also in the game is Chase Duffy for the Rough Riders. Heglin, I believe, got a foul there, his second, and he's probably going to have to sit down. He was trying to get a hand in front of Duffy and gets called for the holding foul. Nice give and go there by Buana and Teichmeyer. Teichmeyer's got 5 now, and the Roosevelt's up 7-0 against Watertown. They lob it in to Schulte, puts it up, no good. Fast break, Duffy puts it up, and he's fouled. Watertown looks a step slow tonight. missing some nice, easy shots around the basket. I shouldn't say real easy because Roosevelt's got the size to put some defense on those shots, but it hasn't been real tight. Watertown's had some good shots. They haven't gone in. Duffy to shoot 2 shots. Schulte draws the foul. It's 8-0 with 3 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Mikey Nichols is in the game for the Arrows. So right now we've got Davis, Nichols, Paul, LeBlanc. Second free throw is no good. And Schulte. 8-0, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Roosevelt playing good defense. They're coming out and challenging everything. That might open up some shots underneath, but so far the Arrows haven't gotten them. Schulte puts it up, doesn't hit anything. Roosevelt throws it away. Sharif there trying to get it to number 3, Christoph Bana. And the ball went out of bounds. 2:39 to go in the first quarter. Watertown being shut out by Roosevelt. Davis maybe looking to get a shot, but gives it to Van Sickle. Schulte back to Davis. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Nate kicks it back to LeBlanc. He puts it up. Good. Bryce LeBlanc breaks the cold snap for the Arrows with about 2:20 to go. It's 8-2. Roosevelt is up now. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Thune with the ball, guarded by Nichols. Gives it to Duffy, back to Thune. He's going to try to drive. He does so, puts it up, no good. Draws the foul on Mikey Nichols. That's 4 fouls on the Arrows. Thune is a 6'3" senior guard. Misses the first. And he's working against Nichols, of course, is I think the Arrows' shortest player. Mikey is 5'9", so Thune converts the second one. Makes it 9-2, win it 48, but getting back to that play, Thune has a 6 inches height advantage on Nichols. Gower brings it up for the Arrows. Gives it to Van Sickle, right side. Inside to Wege. He steps out of bounds, receiving the pass. And as I said at the beginning of the game, even though Watertown's #1 ranked, I don't think there's much doubt that they can fall to about anybody. They've been very good so far. Oh, wide open. Van Voorst missed it. So maybe Watertown's got Roosevelt doing some of that stuff now. Gower pulls up a shot and hits it. Gower took it just down the court, popped it up from about 15, 16 feet and swished it. Fegan inside, tipped away, but Thune got it, kicks it over to Bana. Thune with the ball, guarded by Bailey Van Sickle. About 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bana with a shot, bounces off the rim, and Teichmeyer with the rebound. So the Rough Riders will get the last shot, it looks like, unless they get a good one. Wege jumps in front of Bana and fouls him. Roosevelt will maintain control of the ball. 9-4, 30 seconds to go Roosevelt will inbound it. They've got all the time on the shot clock, so they can keep this ball if they want to. My guess is they get a good shot, they'll take it. Thune backing in on Landon Paul. Goes back out again. Gives it to Fegan. Gives it back to Bonner. We're going to have a foul. Van Sickle ran over screen. His first. Arrow's sixth foul. So Roosevelt's going to be shooting the bonus here pretty quickly. 9 seconds in the first half. Teichmeyer threw it underneath the Fegan. He got his shot blocked. The Arrows took off with it, got tipped out of bounds by from behind by Roosevelt, and Watertown's got 1.1 seconds to get off a shot here. Gower to inbounds. Davis puts it up. No good. So into the first quarter, Roosevelt, which got off to an 8-0 lead, now leads 9-4. If you need fuel after the game, either for yourself or for your vehicle, why not stop at Cowboy Country Store number 3? It's located at an ideal spot, the corner of North Highway 81 and 14th Avenue Northeast. Cowboy number 3 has a large stock of food and is home to Chester's Chicken, a great place to get fried chicken. The Cowboy is also well stocked with other types of food and drink. So make your way to the Cowboy Country Store after the game. It's at the Cowboy Country Store number 3, by the way. There's 3 of them in town, at the corner of Highway 81 and 14th Avenue Northeast. Looking at the board for some shooting stats, so Watertown couldn't have been much better than about 25% maybe. They had to put up 8-10 shots and only made 2 of them. So Arrows are going to have to find some way to make those open shots. Looks like Roosevelt will go back with Bonna, Fegan, Sharif, Chase Duffy, and Tristan Techmeyer. Watertown goes with their starting group, except LeBlanc's in. Here's a drive by Davis. Spins it up, no good, but he's fouled. Nate's a shorter guy going into the land of the Giants there. He's got to come up with some kind of gimmick to get the ball by the potential shot blockers. Davis will shoot 2. Sinks the first one. Cuts that deficit to 9-5. Second shot up, too hard, rebounded by Fegan, knocked out of bounds by Watertown. Roosevelt will control. So Nate misses his second shot. Just starting the second quarter. Roosevelt, Sharif getting pressured. Fegan out in front, guarded by Van Sickle. Looking for a pass inside. Getting screened for a long shot in the corner, no good. Arrows, Spencer to Wagey with the rebound, and Gower brings it down. Sets up the offense. Wagey on the top, looking inside, nothing there. Gives it to Van Sickle on the left side. Gives it back to LeBlanc on the top. Wagey, Gower takes a long 3, no good. Rebound by LeBlanc. He puts it up and in. Bryce LeBlanc off the bench, and he's got 4 points for the Arrows. 9-7, Roosevelt's lead cut to 2. 6:45 here to go in the first half. Fegan. Roosevelt very deliberate and trying to open up a shot under the hoop if they can. Bonna drives, jumps, puts it up, and bounces in. First points of the game for Christoph Bonna. He is a 6'2 sophomore. Driving shot by Davis doesn't go, just falls off, and Techmeyer with the rebound. 6:15 to go. Roosevelt up 11-7 and can make it back to a 6-point game, or maybe even 7 if they score here. Bonna drives again, puts it up off the glass, and good. Banya. 13-7. Quickly, the Rough Riders retaliate. Wagey from the free throw line, a step behind, sinks it. Cuts it back to 4, 13-9 with 5.5 to play. Fegan gives it to Bonna. He's going to try to drive again, kicks it out to Sharif, then on the corner to Techmeyer, and he hits a 3. That's 2 3-pointers and 8 points for the 6'6" senior Tristan Techmeyer, and Roosevelt's back up by 7. It's just a contrast here. Oh! That ball almost in by LeBlanc, a 3-pointer. Sharif on the wing inside to into Techmeyer. He's got an easy layup. And it's back to a 9-point game. Roosevelt's biggest lead was 8. They're up by 9 now, 18-9 in the 4:53 to go here in the second quarter. Flatlands Production of Watertown provides high-quality video for your business or personal needs. It will design and produce deep, meaningful content that strategically sells their clients through the use of a story. Flatlands Production stories are like no other. These stories will inspire, engage, and entertain. If you want a memorable video of a wedding, a family event, or a promotion for your business, contact Derek Gatormson at Flatlands Production. Derek's number is 805-235-8011, or visit the website at flatlandsproduction.com. The Arrows, after that timeout, they are just getting hammered away from the basket. They're pushed away from the basket. Techmeyer on the break gives it to Van Voorst. He misses it on a breakaway layup. And Watertown down at the other end. Roosevelt, that size and quickness, they are just pushed Watertown way out from the basket, and they're not getting in many open shots underneath. Davis drives, slides it in, no good. Techmeyer with the rebound. Right now, Watertown doesn't have an offensive answer to Roosevelt's defense. Fegan, Techmeyer, top of the key. Banya, and he's going to get called with a travel. Arrows trying to get their lineup straightened out. Right now they've got Schulte, Davis, Paul, Hegland, and number 24, that's Cole Workus. Faked a 3, didn't take it. And that time Hegland threw it through the hands of Workus out of bounds. And Roosevelt's got a chance to go up double figures here. It's been pretty much all Roosevelt. Couple minute run there that got the Arrows back within 2 points at 9-7 after they trailed 8-0. But since then, it's been pretty much all Roosevelt, up 18-9 here. About 3:20 to go in the first half. Thune with the ball. Sharif with the ball. Tries to throw it inside, but tipped away by Van Sickle, but Thune controls. Duffy. Thune at the top of the key. He's going to drive in the middle. Kick off to Van Voorst. He lays it in. He's got 4, and that makes it 20-9. Roosevelt up. Long shot by Landon Paul, no good. The route's not on, but it's getting close. Thune drives, kicks it out to Sharif on the corner, no good. Rebound by Hagelin, he gives it to Nate Davis. Nate's only got 1 point. Roosevelt really shutting him down, lobbed into Hagelin, good shot. Finally, the Arrows get something inside, and a good move by Heath Hagelin to convert that into a layup. 20-11, 2:10 here to go in the second quarter. Sharif on the edge again. He hits it, but guess what? There is a offensive foul on one of the Rough Riders. It was on Alex Fegan. He ran through a pick and or ran over a defender, I should say. And the Arrows can have a chance to cut it a little closer. They're down 9 with 2 minutes to go. Van Sickle gives to LeBlanc. He's looking to drive. Looks like we're going to have a foul on one of the Riders. Omar Sharif. That's only the fourth foul of the night for the Riders. Watertown already has, well, they have a 6. Schulte shoots it, hits it. Brent Schulte on an inbounds play gets about a 16, 17 foot wide open jumper and buries it. 20-13. Thune with the ball. Gives it to Fegan. He's going to get Bailey Van Sickle with a bump there. That's going to put Fegan at the line to shoot the bonus. 20-13. Roosevelt with a 7-point cushion, 1:30 to play here in the first half. Fegan rims in and out. They're going to call Van Voorst for a foul on that rebound. He was going for a loose ball and kind of wedged his way to the ball, knocked one of the Arrows out of the way and draws the foul. So the Arrows draw or get a break there. Fegan misses the free throw and they get the rebound. Oh, but they threw it away right away. Davis trying to bounce pass it to whatever, and no, it's not Fegan. Tristan Techmeyer takes it down the court for an easy lay-in, and it's 22-13. Watertown with their fewest points in the first half of the season. LeBlanc tries to throw it to Wagey, and a little too strong for the 6'5" junior. And Roosevelt can go up again by 11 or 12 with a three-pointer. They're up 22-9 right now. Techmeyer, really a good player. He's 6'6", moves very well. Here's Fegan from the corner, short. Gower tried to get the ball, bounced off his knee, and goes out of bounds, so Roosevelt will retain with 45 seconds to go. If it can go wrong for the Arrows tonight, it is going wrong. Give Roosevelt a lot of credit, though. Their defense has really got Watertown tied up in knots. Clock is counting. Fegan crosses the timeline. The Riders want to run that clock down, take the last shot. Banya fakes, but he traveled. Banya was trying to get the ball to Duffy. He wanted to put a little fake on and then pass it, but before he got the pass off, he traveled. And Watertown gets it with just under 30 seconds to go. Davis brings it down the court at a slow pace. If I were the Arrows, I'd look for the first good shot. They're going to wait and try to probably have Nate drive and dish would be my guess. He's guarded by Thune. Good screen by LeBlanc, and Davis buries it for a three. And the Arrows cut it to 6, 22-16 here at halftime. Roosevelt going for its 5th straight win. The Rough Riders started out 2-5, but they've won 4 straight. And right now they're in good shape to go the distance for a 5th win if they can pull it out. Looks like we're going to have some grade school basketball here at halftime. Do you want to make a bold statement in your business, looking for that personalized touch on your letterhead or stationery? Are you looking for business cards that people actually remember, actually after they hand them to you, that one that really stands out? PO and Printing and Graphics can design and print business documents, statements, stationery, note cards, napkins, invitations, programs, posters, banners, and much more for both your home and business use. They also specialize in your wedding paper needs, from engagement announcements to wedding invitations and address cards. That's PO Printing and Graphics, 605-886-6906, or find them on Facebook. PO Graphics now has its own website too. It's simply poprintingandgraphics.com. Now, one of our neat apps that we unveiled here, actually it was in 2014, was Glacial Lakes Outdoors. It's been a real hit with all the outdoorsmen in this area and even other areas, because it's an app that shows you the best hunting and fishing locations based on Game Fish and Parks reports. Its GPS feature will also show you where you are and where to find bait, ammo, fuel, food, and other outdoors related needs. It's a great companion for the hunter or fisherman, and it's free. It will work on your smartphone or tablet and can be downloaded from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. That's the Glacial Lakes Outdoor app. It's free. Well, making the trip up the Civic Arena stairs is none other than Roger Merriam, sports editor for the Public Opinion. And Roger, how often have we said, well, Watertown is number 1, but they're pretty vulnerable on most any night, and this might be the night.
The Washington game and this game, it's almost as if those teams are treating it like it's the Super Bowl. Roosevelt's really fired up tonight, and they look very talented. They got good size. It kind of makes you wonder why they're 7-6 or whatever they are.
7-5. They were 2-5 to start out.
So they are playing better. Maybe they had a kid.
3-5. 3-5. Yeah.
And then the Washington, of course, Saganos hadn't played, so they had lost a couple of games. But
I'm really impressed with Roosevelt's defense. They've got watching Nate real close. And they've got guys, they're out guarding us at the 3-point line, because we know we've improved inside, but we're not quite as skilled as they are inside. So, but you count up all the missed layups that Watertown maybe could have made, and this would be a pretty close game. Well,
that's the thing with the Arrows. I thought I looked up and we were 6 for 19, and Nate hits the shot. I guess we ended up at 35%, but the ball was not going in the hoop, and it really was a really good half for Roosevelt, and yet they're only up 6 points after all that. That's a good sign for the Arrows, and maybe we're seeing Roosevelt too. Doesn't look like even Techmeyer's had a good half, but it doesn't look like they have a lot of great offensive guys.
No, I would agree with you that. Fegan hasn't. You'd think maybe he'd be an outside shooter, but we haven't seen it yet. They've gotten some easy shots driving to the hoop. We just got to get a little tougher on defense. And there's been some balls too on the defensive end that bounced around, and with their size, they've controlled that. In past, that's one thing we've noticed about Watertown. They've been a pretty good defensive rebounding team, but I don't know what it is this half.
It's been the last 3 games they've been out rebounded, and part of the other problem they've had is dribble penetration has hurt them.
Yes. And
not only created scoring opportunities, but also hurt them being out of rebounding position. But even what the season the Arrows had, if you're going to go out and shoot 30%, you're not going to win a lot of games against pretty good teams.
That is correct. Yeah.
And I'm a little afraid that, and I'm sure Brian, you don't want to get to this point. We've had some teams with good starts, and you don't want to kind of just level off. But that's the way schedule works too. You have maybe a schedule where you can get on a little roll, and then and then you get the schedule with at Washington, Roosevelt at home, at Aberdeen, whatever, and it's not going to go as well as maybe the others. But Tim Buddenhagen, when Heron was here, had talked, it was like their 5th game in 10 days.
Oh, okay.
And Watertown kind of controlled them. Well, this is the Arrows' 3rd game in 5 days, and some of that is showing tonight, I think, where it just seemed not to be real fresh.
Yeah, they don't have that spark they've had a little bit, just about half a step slow on certain situations. And of course, they're going to be back playing again on Saturday when that Brookings is Mitchell doubleheader.
No, it's Brookings this week, and Brookings is the one team in the district that maybe is not shown to be at the level of the others. Roosevelt obviously tonight is showing that whether home or away, they're going to be no easy takeaway from that. So, who knows? Maybe the Arrows will shoot better in the second half. Brian talked about it the other day with Nate doing such a good job of creating for other players and doing stuff, but he's still kind of the guy that makes things go.
Yeah, he is.
And tonight with I'm trying to think of the kid's name that's guarding him. Sharif guarding him, 6'4" kid.
Yeah.
He's giving him a lot of problems. He's not getting not able to really drive around him, and he's not not getting good looks from the outside. But Nate has to get going, and then the other Arrows follow suit. So
the penetration lanes just haven't been there tonight for Nate. And the couple times he has got in, he's looking at 6'5" or 6'6" guy there. He usually can find a way to get around those guys, but he hasn't been able to do it tonight. So
and I'm trying to think on Roosevelt. From last year, Thune's obviously played for a couple years, and the Manny Christopher played a lot for him last year. And I think probably Techmeyer and Vanderborst a little bit too, but they got a lot of guys that I don't really remember from last year.
Right.
That may have explained their slow start, kind of missing some new guys.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I think their coach, I thought he was an assistant out at Rapid or something, and he's done a nice job with them, and they're definitely ready to play tonight. But that maybe is what happened when you're a 500 team and you're on the road against the #1 team in the state too. It's kind of playing with a little bit more fire, but who knows what'll happen in the second half.
Okay, Raj, well, thanks again. Don't fall on your way down. That was Roger Merriam, sports editor of the Public Opinion. We've got about 3 minutes to go here in halftime. And just run over from scoring, Tristan Teichmeyer's got 12 points already. He hit a couple threes and he's got 3 twos. Gives him 6 to lead the all scorers. Christoph Banya has 4. Tyler Van Vorst has 4. And Jeff Thune and Chase Duffy each have 1. For Watertown, pretty light scoring. Bryce LeBlanc has 4 off the bench. Nate Davis has 4. And Alex Gower, Brent Schulte, Spencer Wagey, and Marcus Hagelin each have 2. Now, if you were doing your addition there while I was reading those, I hope it adds up. I didn't miss anybody, but that's very possible. 22 for Roosevelt. 16 for the Arrows. As I said, this is the lowest scoring half they've had this season. And as Roger said, they just seem a little bit sluggish tonight, just not quite at the right place at the right time. I think I referred to it earlier in the game. If something was going to go wrong for the Arrows, it probably would. Talking about our other notable app for the Public Opinion, it's called Weather Watch Watertown Weather Watch, and you can get it on your cell phone. It's a great tool on your cell phone or tablet, but you can also go to the website, www.watertownweatherwatch.com, and any time of the year is a good time for the watertownweatherwatch.com. It's a great source of free information tailored for Northeast South Dakota, and of course it's sponsored by the Public Opinion. The best thing about Watertown Weather Watch is it's 3 meteorologists generating 2 updated forecasts daily. That's right, you can go in the morning and early afternoon and hear the early morning forecast, and then a little later in the day you can return and hear the forecast for that night and the next morning. And the forecasts are for Watertown and Northeast South Dakota. You're not going to hear the Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Pierre highs and lows and whatever that you hear on the nightly on the television. It's available, as I said, as an app for your smartphone or tablet, or simply open a web browser and point it to watertownweatherwatch.com. It's free, of course, on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Well, we're about ready to go here in the third quarter. Roosevelt has a 6-point, 22-16 lead, and they'll get the ball here to start the third quarter. Roosevelt will be going to the north basket. Watertown will be going to the south basket. And if you've not been visiting POTV before, we're glad you're here. It's, of course, sponsored by or brought to you by the Public Opinion along with its sponsors. And my name is JT Fye, and as you can tell, I am not a professional announcer. I have watched a number of sporting events, but sometimes talking and thinking at the same time is not real easy. Okay, the Riders are pushing the ball around, going to Techmeyer inside. He bangs a couple guys, gets blocked, and Davis comes down with the rebound. Techmeyer's shot hit the front of the rim, but didn't go in, and Watertown controlled it, but Davis brought it down, got blocked, tried to turn around and pass it, and got called for traveling. So a dubious debut here in the second half for both teams, but especially disappointing for the Arrows because they need some points. They're down by 6. Techmeyer brings it up along with Fegan. Fegan watched by Alex Gower. Now Banya back to Fegan. Techmeyer playing way out in front, tipped around, and that ball belongs, going to be a turnover on Roosevelt. Watertown possession arrow points towards the Arrows, and Watertown will get the ball. 7:12 to go in the third quarter. Roosevelt up 22-16. Davis brings it down, gives it to Van Sickle. Off on the left side to Schulte. Back to Van Sickle to the top. Gower comes around. He's going to jump. Give it to Swagey. Comes in, misses the shot. Scramble for the rebound, and Watertown got lucky. Ball went off Techmeyer and went out of bounds. Wagey made a nice move to the basket, but he's got to convert though. Schulte with a shot, no good. And Fegan with the rebound. Kind of a weak shot there by Brent Schulte. Riders get it down the floor quickly, and Sharif hits the layup. Roosevelt up by 8. Arrows are trying to throw it from Wagey to Schulte that time, and not even close. Wagey threw it away. Arrows trying to get that high-low game going, and it's not working. And Wagey goes out. And Roosevelt can go up by 10 or 11. That's been their biggest lead of the game is 11. Techmeyer, left wing, gives it back to Fegan. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Fegan gives it to Techmeyer inside to Van Voorst. He makes it and gets fouled.
Basket's good by Tyler Van Voorst.
Roosevelt's doing a good job coming down the floor, moving the ball around, looking for the open shot, and usually finding it. Van Voorst's free throw is good. He's got 7. It's 27-16, Roosevelt. Safely ahead of the Arrows right now. Watertown just can't get anything going. And that's the good part is due to Roosevelt's defense. Davis trying to drive, kicks it to Van Sickle on the wing, no good. Rebound tipped around, thrown and recovered by Fegan to Van Voorst. Back to Fegan, that way up to Banya. He's going to drive and draw a foul. Van Sickle draws his 3rd foul.
Second team foul here with second hand.
Bailey hasn't scored a point tonight, but he's got a guy that needs some special circumstances to get an open shot. Techmeyer inside. Paul got a hand on it, kicked it back out to Sharif, or to Banya. Banya drives, puts it up, in. Nice little driving across the lane, hooks it up, goes in, 29-16. Roosevelt, biggest lead, 13. Davis, 16-footer, short, no good. Just under 5 to play. Watertown hasn't even hit 20 points yet. Getting totally stoned by Roosevelt tonight. Fegan gives it to Banya. Way in the corner to Sharif. He's been shooting those all night, and he sinks that one. 32-16. Brian Norbert, coach of the Arrows, is calling timeout. And Roosevelt, like Roger said, they are fired up. Their bench comes off their chairs and greets Roosevelt. It's really spanking the Arrows right now, 32-16. Hey, Arrow sports fans, did you know the Public Opinion has a free mobile app of our award-winning newspaper? It's called Public Opinion Mobile. Of course, we have our web application where you get on your computer, go to a website using a web browser and look at our newspaper page. But we also have PO Mobile, and you can read news, sports, engagements, AP News and AP Sports News, and get the latest weather forecast, as well as check out all the PO classified ads from your smartphone or tablet. PO Mobile is the smartphone app for those who want to know what's going on in Watertown and the Glacial Lakes region. You can download PO Mobile on almost any Apple or Android smartphone, and there is an app for PO Mobile in the App Store. Download it today. Well, the news right now in Watertown is that the 9-2 #1 rated Arrows are getting doubled up by Roosevelt, 32-16 here with 4:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. LeBlanc trying to drive, kicks it to Davis, driving through, and he makes it. Nice little play by the Arrows. Gives Nate Davis a layup. 6, and Nate's got 6 points. Chance for a 7th here with 4:06 to play. It's up, it's good. That was the 3rd foul on Omar Sharif. Can't find him here, there he is. Arrows with a little light pressure. Fegan handling it. Going against Alex Gower. He gets it into Teichmeyer. He drives along the baseline. Bashes into Landon Paul, knocks him down, and Teichmeyer draws his 1st foul. Charging call, good positioning there by Paul. Techmeyer got along the baseline and wanted to go towards the hoop, but knocked over Landon Paul in the process. So the Arrows down by 13. Davis pulls in, puts it high off the glass, and gets it. Gets the Arrows back within 11. Fegan on the drive. Banya. He's had success driving across the lane and throwing up a shot. Good dribbler. He's only a sophomore. Christoph Banya, number 3 for the Rough Riders. Here's Fegan. He bounced into a blown layup there by Hagelin. Arrows had a perfect chance, and instead they give it the other way to Thune. Thune gets his 3rd point of the night. He's got 6. I must have missed a 3-pointer there. Davis kicks it to LeBlanc, a nice drive for the Arrows. Bryce has got 6. No, I was right. Thune has 3. Watertown scrapping more. Good play there by Davis to knock it out of the hands of Techmeyer. Two minutes to go here. 2 minutes 17 in the 3rd quarter. Roosevelt up by 11. They've been up by as many as 16. Watertown has done a little clawing back here, but they need a big run, and mostly they need to stop Roosevelt. They've done it a couple times here. Fegan at the elbow. Gives it to Thune. He's going to drive the middle, kicks it outside to Banya. Missed everything on a 3-pointer. Davis, top of the key, kicks it to Landon Paul. Hooks it into Schulte, puts up a weak shot, no good, but Paul gets the rebound. Davis now from 20, good. And the Arrows are within 8 now. 34-26, they got the crowd back in it. And this time the Watertown bench comes off their chairs to give the guys on the floor a boost, just like Roosevelt did. But Roosevelt still up by 8 with 1:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. But Watertown has managed to cut their lead in half. Now if they can cut it in half again, we're going to have a ball game. POTV, which you're watching tonight, gives you the ability to watch Arrow football and boys and girls basketball on your computer. But what if you're away from your computer? Your solution is the POTV mobile app, which is brought to you by the Public Opinion and KXLG Radio. The mobile app can be downloaded to your smartphone or tablet, giving you the ability to watch the Arrows via a Wi-Fi or cellular connection. And POTV, like our other apps, it's free. You can find it on the Apple Play Store or the Google Play Store. Download it today. Okay. Tipped up and stolen by the Arrows. No, stolen back by Roosevelt. Thune gives it to Banya. He drives in, gives it to Van Voorst, who tried to pass and got it, lost the ball. Paul drives, pulls it out, gives it to Van Sickle. Bailey looking for Schulte at the top of the key. Arrows set it up. Paul left wing. Bailey, Van Sickle left corner. Fakes, drives, puts it up. Hit one of his own players, got the rebound and scored. 34-28 with just under 50 seconds to go. Landon Paul guarding Thune. He's going to foul him away from the basket. 47.7 seconds to go here. Roosevelt up by 6. That was Landon Paul's first foul. And only the 3rd foul of this half. The Arrows got the Riders in bonus situation fairly quickly in the second quarter. Banya gives it to Thune in the corner. He drops it to Van Vorst. Back to Thune, long three-pointer, and he nails it. Jeff Thune buries that baby. That had to be about a 22-footer, 21, 22. Restores the lead back to 9, 37-28. Watertown's going to go for the last shot. The Arrows have Nate Davis on the bench right now, letting him rest for the final quarter. Schulte gives it to Gower. Pulls up, shoots a three, no good, but Paul with the rebound. He pulls back, puts it up, no good. 1 quarter to play. Roosevelt up by 9, 37-28. Here in this ball game, the unranked Rough Riders putting designs on knocking off number 1 Watertown, and I think the next Watertown loss will probably knock them out of the number 1 spot in the state. But the Arrows got a chance. They were down by 16, looked pretty bleak at that point. They've fought back, got it to 6, and then Thune with a big three-pointer there restores the lead back to 9. And when you travel on business or pleasure, you miss many of the events you'd like to know about. To catch up on all the local sports news and events, be sure to check out the publicopinion.com website and download our mobile application in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Scoring leader tonight for the Rough Riders, of course, is Tristan Techmeyer. He's got a dozen, although hasn't scored in this quarter. For the Arrows, Nate Davis now has a dozen. Roosevelt's ball. They'll throw in at midcourt. Sharif gives it to Fegan. Banya's out there, Duffy's out there, and of course Van Vorst is out there. Techmeyer's not out there right now. He's getting his rest. Gives it to Duffy, drives, bounces it off his hip. Out of bounds. Roosevelt gives the Arrows another chance here to cut into that lead. Davis brings it down. Sharif is way out on him. Not letting Nate give an open shot. Gower gives nice drive by Alex. Gave it, dishes it to LeBlanc, and he's got his 4th basket of the night. 37-30. Roosevelt up just about at the 7-minute mark here in the ball game. Banya gives over to Duffy. Hands it to Sharif. He pulls up, shoots. It's a little strong. Schulte with the rebound. Gower, Van Sickle in the corner. LeBlanc back to Davis. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Davis thought about a long three-pointer, but pass it up, gives it to Van Sickle. Arrows reset. Now they're down to 13 seconds. Davis got it out front. Gets a screen from LeBlanc. Bryce fakes. He's going to get called for a blocking. There's going to be a blocking foul on one of the Riders. LeBlanc was on the wing, put the ball on the floor, and gets fouled. It was his Van Vorst. He's got 3 now. Bryce kind of tripped, fell, but they called the foul on Roosevelt. Gower to inbounds, gets it to Davis. He gets tied up, gives it back to Gower. Full shot clock here. Arrow's got 25 seconds. Gets it inside to Wagee. He gets blocked from behind, but LeBlanc gets the rebound and he gets blocked again. Or he gets fouled. Wagee had the first open shot, but he got blocked from behind, I think, by Duffy. LeBlanc was there or Schulte was there to grab the rebound and put it back up. And he got hacked from behind, so he'll get 2 shots here. First one's up, short. Brent's got 2 points tonight. That's his first free throw. Had a chance to cut it to 5. The best he's going to do now is 6 if he can make this one. It's up, long, no good. Techmeyer with the rebound. So the Arrows miss a golden chance there to get it down to 5. And Roosevelt's got their main man in, Tristan Techmeyer. Sharif drives around Schulte, pulls up, misses a shot. Techmeyer with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. Probably on Bailey Van Sickle. It could be on Wagey, though. It is on Van Sickle. He's got 4. And Landon Paul's going to come in for the senior, Bailey Van Sickle. Paul also a senior, but Landon's like 5'10", and Bailey's 6'2". Inbounded to Sharif, given to Thune, who's working on Davis, takes it in, lays it in there for Duffy. Duffy lays it in for 2, and he gets fouled. Chase Duffy getting a nice dish there from one of his teammates. Laying it in, can build it back to 10. He sinks it. Duffy's got 4 points. And the Riders are up by 10 again. Watertown just a moment ago had a chance to get it to 5. Davis has been guarded by Sharif all night. All within 30 feet of the basket, Sharif's on him. Wagey tries a bounce pass. Not a good one. Blocked and turned over. .5:10 to play. Watertown's going to have to get tough on defense. Techmeyer drives, pulls it up. I don't know if Tristan was trying to shoot. If he was way short. It almost looked like to me he was trying to lay it inside for Duffy. But Chase had to kind of in an awkward position and can't control it out of bounds to the Watertown. LeBlanc, right flank, right wing. Schulte, top of the key. Davis fakes. Back to Gower. Davis looking to drive. He's clear, lays it up. No good. Techmeyer with the rebound, and he's fouled by LeBlanc. That's LeBlanc's first foul. Watertown's got 6 this half, so the next foul will put Roosevelt in the bonus. Fegan drives down on Davis. The Arrows had a run there, but the fire seems to be out. Banya drives, no good. Left-handed hook shot. Schulte with the rebound gives it to Gower, who spins, turns around, comes up, puts up a off-balance shot, doesn't go. Roosevelt the other way, gives it to Sharif inside, lays it in over the top of Gower. Sharif's got 7. And Roosevelt's up by 12. And Watertown down by 12 with 3:55 to go. Arrows got it down to about 7 with about 5 minutes to go, and we're shooting free throws, 2 free throws, missed them both, and since then it's been pretty much all Roosevelt. I think they've scored 5 straight now to build that lead back to 12. Our sponsors again here with time running down. Our main sponsors, of course, are Roy Sports Shop, the Cowboy Country Store number 3, Vast Communications and Broadband, and Flatlands Production. If you haven't heard of Flatlands before, that's a new video service started up here by a young guy, Derek Gatormson. He does excellent work. You can see it at flatlandsproduction.com. Well, they've blown the horn twice. The players are returning to the court. It'll be Watertown's ball. The 6'4" Omar Sharif has been all over Nate Davis tonight. Nice fake by Nate, but fakes again. It's close to the bucket. Can't get a shot off. Gets it inside to Hagelin. He turns around and misses. Does get fouled. Marcus Hagelin. Good in pass there from, I believe, Landon Paul. But he turned around and put it up, didn't even hit the rim. Marcus misses his first free throw. Arrows have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free throws tonight. Hagelin converts the second one. He's got 3 points. 3:43 to play. Arrows with pressure. Man-to-man pressure. Davis on Fegan. Davis pries it out of Banya's hands. And Davis got the ball and quickly called timeout before they could call a... I don't think they called a jump ball. It is Watertown's possession. They haven't moved the arrow, so Nate briefly had it on the floor there. He first tried to get away from Fegan and couldn't, and then Fegan gave to Banya, and Davis kind of nipped at it there in the transaction between the two Roosevelt players, and two of them fell to the floor. Davis grabbed it and quickly called timeout to make sure that he didn't get tied up. 42-31. Roosevelt up by 11. 3.5 minutes to play. And if this holds out, the Rough Riders are going to win their 5th straight. They may be the blossoming team here. Of course, it's not how you're playing at the start of the season. It's how you're playing at the end. And Roosevelt, after a 3-4 start, has won 4 straight. 3-5 start. And could make it 5 in a row. Okay, Arrows with the ball. Davis fakes, drives, nice shovel pass to LeBlanc, and he lays it in. And he gets fouled, so he's going to get a chance for an extra point here. Fouls on Alex Fegan. He's got 2. LeBlanc here. Puts it up. Swish. Bryce LeBlanc's got 11. They got a steal by Gower. He converts. And the Arrows are back within 6. Another steal by Landon Paul. Gives it to Gower. He puts it up. No good. Schulte went for the rebound. He kind of got hipped and lost his balance and lost the ball out of bounds. Watertown's getting fired up right now. Watertown with the press. Banya in the corner. Gives it back to Teichmeyer. He's going to drive. Chased by whatever. And the Rough Riders convert it. Sharif on a pass from Teichmeyer. Gets the 2. Gives it back to 8. Davis nails the 3. Sharif wasn't on him, and Nate put up about a 22-footer to get it within a 5-point game. Roosevelt brings it down. Teichmeyer inside. No good. He's fouled. Arrows with the pressure. They've got some points here to get it within 5 with 2:23 to play, but Teichmeyer is at the line. His first time shooting a free throw. First one's up and swish. Tristan Techmeyer is a good player. Very smooth. He's got some good height. And he's also now got 13 points to lead the Rough Riders. His second one is up. Swish. Puts his team up by 7. Roosevelt's going to take a timeout.
Taking out the Riders, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout by Rough Riders. That gives me time to tell you that if you need quality sporting goods and athletic supplies, stop at Roy's Sports Shop. Roy's has what you need and will provide the personal advice that you won't find at other locations. For all of your sporting equipment needs, make sure you stop at Roy's Sports Shop, located at 1513 9th Avenue on East Highway 212 in Watertown. If you're not sure where that is, it's in the strip mall there, west of the Cenex convenience store across from Watertown Ford Chrysler. Okay, the Arrows get the ball underneath Roosevelt's basket, and the Rough Riders now will maybe put on some token pressure. Van Sickle gives it to LeBlanc, tries to throw it inside. Arrows have tried that all night and really have not been successful with it. LeBlanc trying to get it to Schulte, went off Schulte's hands out of bounds. 2 minutes to go. It's key turnover for Watertown. And this time Schulte gets called for the foul. The Arrows are probably going to have to take a few fouls here until Roosevelt can prove they can ice it away with free throws. But they've done that. They've been shooting them pretty well. Jeff Thune shoots the bonus. Swish. That's how you win ball games. You make your free throws, especially in the fourth quarter. 47-39, Roosevelt up by 8. Second one, front of the rim, back of the rim, and goes in. Now the Riders are up by 9. It was 5 minutes or so ago, but I don't think the Arrows are going to get it done tonight. Davis drives, pulls up, nails it. Hits about a 12-footer on the baseline there. Thune pressured. When Roosevelt throws it out of bounds, Sharif had a standing under the basket. Standing under the basket, the Riders had broken the press, but the ball went off his legs, out of bounds, and Watertown can get within a 4 if they can hit a three-pointer. They get a two-pointer, they'll be within 5 with 1:30 to play and counting. Paul in the wing, driving, gives it to Davis. He didn't shoot it, kicks it out to Gower. Gower drives, puts it up high off the glass, no good. Tipped around, and Davis is going to run it down. And the other end of the court went off Nate's foot, and he had to run it down right on the corner of the bench. Tries a three, it's short. Schulte saves it to Paul, but the ball did not hit iron, and the shot clock therefore didn't restart. And Roosevelt gets the ball on their end. Techmeyer gets a 5-second call though when he can't get it in, so the Arrows are doing enough to stay alive. It looks like Davis might be holding his right hip a little bit. I don't know if he's gotten bumped or what. 48-41, a minute to play. Watertown hanging on by dear life. Trying to get some points here because they're down by 7. Gower thought Davis was going to cut in and threw it right to Thune. Foul on Gower, fouls Fegan. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. No, 1 and 1. I guess that was the 9th foul. Arrows switching players. They had their defensive players in. Now they got their offensive players in. 47 seconds to go. Fegan to shoot 2. First one's up. Rattles in and out. Heglin with the rebound gives it to Davis. Nate gives it to Landon Paul from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Heglin. Gives it to Davis. Pulls up. Long 3. No good. Rebounded by... Well, Thune got the ball. He goes over the back. One of the Arrows. I think it was Bryce LeBlanc. Oh, it was on Gower. He's got 3 fouls now. I think the Rough Riders got this one in the bag, whether Thune makes this shot or not. They're up by 7, only 33 to play. Thune's first shot is good. Of course, he's shooting the double bonus. And Thune has made 4 out of 5 free throws tonight. Second one is up, short, but it crawls in. And Jeff he's got himself 10 points now. 5 of 6 free throw shooting. LeBlanc with a long 3, nails it. 20 seconds to go. Roosevelt up by 6. And they've this time fouled Fegan. Davis with the foul. That's Nate's first. 18 seconds to go. Roosevelt up by 6. Fegan getting ready to shoot 2. First one's up. Swish. Alex, that's his first point tonight. Second shot is also good. Roosevelt's up by 8. They're going to take a timeout with 18.7 seconds to go. They're going to improve their record to 8-4, and Watertown's going to drop to 8-5. Excuse me. Roosevelt's going to go to 8-5. Watertown's going to drop to 9-3. The Arrows may still hold, if they can win on Saturday, may still hold the number 1 seed in District 1. Sioux Falls O'Gorman is second, and Brookings is 4th. Right now, Roosevelt's in 3rd. Roosevelt 8-point lead, 18 seconds to go. Watertown will inbound at its far end of the court. Well, the Arrows, who were down by 16 in the third quarter, at least found some spark here in the fourth quarter and have made somewhat of a game of it. But they were sorely lacking that emotion or whatever in the first half, and just have never led in this game. Okay, Davis pulls up, puts up a shot, no good, and time's going to run out, and Watertown's not going to foul. Final score here tonight, Roosevelt 52, Watertown 44. That's an upset based on the records and ratings, but you've heard me say it a couple times tonight. Watertown, although it's been number 1 now for a month or so, doesn't have the weapons to go out and dominate teams. They've played very well tonight. First half wasn't one of them, but they may well see Roosevelt again in the district, so we'll see what happens then. For the Riders, as I said, their record now goes to 8-5. Tristan Techmeyer had 12. Jeff Thune had 10. Omar Sharif had 9. Tyler Van Vorst had 7. Christopher Banya had 6. Chase Duffy had 4. And Alex Fegan, the starting point guard for the Rough Riders, had 2. For the Arrows, Nate Davis, who I think only had maybe 4 or 5 points at halftime, finished with 3, 6, 9, 15, 17 for Nate. Bryce LeBlanc, who was a starter last year, injured the first game. He's come back and playing now. Hasn't cracked the starting lineup, but he might. He got 14. And it drops off precipitously after that. Alex Gower has 4. Marcus Hagelin has 3. Spencer Wagey has 2. Brent Schulte has 2. And Bailey Van Sickle has 2. So Davis was 17 for the Arrows. Bryce LeBlanc 14, but then nobody else had more than 4, as many of the Arrows just couldn't find the hoop tonight. And it got to be a situation where if Davis or LeBlanc weren't scoring, the Arrows weren't scoring. So anyway, Watertown suffers their 3rd loss of the season. They go to 9-3. And the Arrows will be back here Saturday for a girls and boys basketball doubleheader against their rivals from 45 miles south of here, the Brookings Bobcats. So come back if you want to watch the girls game. That starts at 5:15. We figure the boys game, it's scheduled to start about 7. My guess it'll be a little later than that, but we'll be on by 7 o'clock. Perhaps not with sound on, but if the preliminary games run a little longer, thus forcing the Arrow girls game to be delayed, we'll be on, and you can join us. And usually we start broadcasting 5-6 minutes before the game. So again, the final tonight from the Watertown Civic Arena. Roosevelt with the win, 50-42. I'm JT Fye. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully you'll be back with us on Saturday. Thank you.